This week, the Sundial asked students, "What's your opinion on the second debate, and has it changed your vote?"
I felt that they were mostly spending their time on like issues of like her emails or his comments about women. So it was kind of just going back and forth and wasting their time and energy on that instead of talking about the real issues.
But if I had the chance to vote, which I don't because I'm an international student, I don't think it swayed my original opinion because I did believe a certain candidate still had a better response than the other. Well, to be honest, I was disappointed because this is the first time I see the elections turn into a joke. The presidential candidates didn't have any form of self-restraint, and I felt like it was a high school election. People were just attacking each other with no respect to each other.
I thought it was quite a fiesta, I guess is a way to say it. A lot of mudslinging, basically trying to throw each other under the bus versus like focusing on, I guess, their actual like how they're going to confront each problem. I thought it was kind of interesting that in the beginning there was actually a lot of bias as far as cutting off Trump, like where they had let Hillary kind of go on, and then Trump finally kind of was just like, hey, let me talk. And so that was kind of interesting. But otherwise, for the most part, there was a lot of avoiding key topics and trying to put blame on the other person for being worse.
I thought that it was more of a show than anything else. I think that at this point, people know who they're going to vote for, and if they don't know who they're going to vote for, they're going to play it out to the end and probably not vote or just like pick someone random. So that's just a little concerning.
Not really. Like there's a few things that stood out for me. Like one of my friends, like he told me like there was this one part where just Donald Trump, he was saying what was it again? Something about how respectable he was and stuff. And then just like you're on a debate, you shouldn't be talking about yourself, but like how you're gonna be helping this country and that sort of thing. And that's what kind of bothered me too.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Hillary just because of all the women things that he was saying. I feel like in society today, women are very, like, they impact it a lot, so he shouldn't be like demeaning them like that.
Ideally, I would like to see each candidate leaving the other one alone and focusing more on their own strengths and really advertising themselves rather than talk about the other candidate. It's a little low, and it also goes to show that on both sides, their strongest attack is more of a defense of themselves. So it's just, I feel like it's a lot of warring when it really should just be each one focusing on their own policy and really showcasing themselves and what they can do rather than what the other person can do.
People need to move on from the emails because I think there's bigger issues at stake here. You know, foreign policy to begin with, which directly affects myself and other international students, is what concerns me more. Like certain things like how, in this case, both candidates kept referring to the Middle East as if it's one country, which it isn't. So in that sense, I feel like they need to work harder than focusing on emails.